Hey, welcome. It is Friday, and that means that we need to get your weekend kicked off right before happy hour. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Let's. If you guys are going to happy hour, Russ and I would love to join you. Just let us know where you're at.
We're a blast.
Yeah. You get a couple drinks in Russ, and he's up there go-go dancing. It's weird that he brings the fuzzy boots with him, but he's always prepared.
Always got to be prepared, yeah.
He's a Boy Scout. That's where he made the fuzzy. It's neither here nor there.
This is a different type of Boy Scout.
But to let us know where you're at for happy hour, make sure that you write on our Facebook wall, Menacing Podcast, or our X wall at Menacing Podcast. And if you don't have any of that, but you still want to let us know where you're participating in happy hour, email the show at menacingpodcast@gmail.com. Sorry, that was weird. I understand. It wasn't that I forgot. It was just...
They're used to that from you. I don't think you need a long explanation about
exactly. And also, while you're on our pages, or if you are emailing us and you have a question about Hatowski Realty, where they can hook you up with the place that you need to get away from the noisy neighbors upstairs or downstairs or next to you or your mom and dad, make sure that you look up Hatowski Realty and you get a hold of Mike and Renee so that they can get you to where you need to be. Excuse me. My goodness. What is going on? I know. To where you need to be today, or at least tomorrow, because you have to deal with the banks. But that's neither here nor there. So get a hold of Hatowski Realty. Mike and Renee are there to help you to get to the place where you want to be. And finally, make sure you please rate and review the show on Spotify, iTunes. I don't know if Audacity has it. I don't know. Audacity might. I think Russ is looking it up right now. That's why he's not talking. But YouTube.
No, you were just doing such a good job.
Oh, okay. You can look it up on YouTube, or hit us up on YouTube Music too. Actually, I think we may have gotten something on YouTube. Russ could probably speak more to that than I could. But make sure that you leave us that stuff, because we really like to see it. And I don't know. I don't want to say like it boosts our ego, but it makes us feel good. You know, that dopamine hit. We need that dopamine hit. Russ really needs it. If you've seen him, you know.
We did get a nice comment on YouTube about how great we are.
Yeah, and you know what? That's cool. I'm glad. And like I think we said it on Wednesday too, that when you go into like iTunes or Spotify or something, you don't find shows like this. If you like this show, AI literally cannot find a show to match up to ours. So like that should tell you something. We're something else. We're one of a kind.
We are one of a kind.
We are the diamond in the rough. We are the needle in the haystack.
There you go. Yeah.
We are the pain in the butt.
After you sit on that random haystack.
So, Russ, what is going on? Actually, I'll take the start. Because I don't want to pass, like last week, I don't want to pass it to you and then take it back.
You literally just did that.
I know, but I was catching myself before you got too involved. So, the other day, or Thursday, I guess I can't say the other day, but yesterday. I mean, I guess that's another day.
It was. That's the other day.
Yeah.
Way to overthink it, though.
Yeah. I want to analyze everything that comes out of my mouth, much like my wife, so that I can just feel good about myself. Okay.
Exactly. Good.
Speaking of my wife, this is about her. Kind of. No,
okay.
It's not too much about her. But like one of her bosses or managers or something gave her a gift card to a semi-local Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay.
For burritos.
Delicious.
And I'm wondering if she listens to the show.
So you can go get a giant burrito?
So I can go get that 4-pound burrito.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just devour it.
Just go to town.
Yeah. But didn't you stopped over at my house, and didn't my son ask you if we were going to make the omelet?
The omelets. Which actually answers a question of a listener.
Yeah.
Of, do your kids still listen?
Yeah.
And clearly they do, because they asked a very relevant, up-to-date question about
you
the
just
omelets.
saw them. So
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it was just funny because I don't know how many actually said hi to you. It was just more questions about the podcast.
Yeah, it was. That was like right off the bat. Yeah, they were like,
are you guys going to eat the omelets? Is John going to be there?
Yeah, they asked more about John than about how I was doing.
They're like, yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, but where's John?
Yeah, is John here? John come with you?
No, but yeah, it's funny because I don't know. When my wife told me that, I wanted to ask her. I just forgot to. I might ask her. I might ask her tonight. But it was just funny because she's like, yeah, my manager got me the gift card to this Mexican restaurant, and I was like, and she said for burritos.
That's perfect.
I'm like, number one,
we can work with that.
Number one, yes. Number two, you better be working that night, because if not, you're gonna have a terrible night at home.
I was gonna say, is your wife gonna be okay with the fact that the podcast uses the gift card?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could ask her. Be like, hey, we need 3 4-pound burritos.
She needs to take one for the team here.
Yeah, and just let us have it.
Yeah. I know that. She always takes one for the team.
Yeah,
she has to put up with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this is like a break for her.
Yeah. And dude, I know that I give you a hard time, like, and say that your wife's.
Do you?
I mean, I give you a hard time, but I always mockingly say that your wife's the saint because she has to put up with you. My wife's the saint because she has to put up with me.
Oh, and I think that's the thing. The beauty of our listeners is they all know it. Like, they didn't need you to tell them that.
No. I'm just saying, like I joke with you that your wife's the saint. You're sane. My wife is a saint. I am crazy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And my wife still puts up with me.
Yeah.
So like
your wife, probably a saint 4 times over.
Yeah. Like she did 4 miracles. That should saint her, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The Pope actually is reaching out to us right now about that.
Perfect. I'm not my religion, but whatever. Whatever.
You're gonna have to convert. I hope that's not a problem.
Do I have to get recircumcised, or how does that work?
That's a little super glue. But
there's not okay.
They'll take care of it. It's one of the miracles.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Oh.
So so that's your wife is definitely But so this is something she owes us, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. That's what I took away from this.
I don't know if she owes us.
No, that's what you said.
Oh, okay.
Those were your words.
Those were my words?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
We'll have to play that back.
I'm
pretty sure those were your words.
No, those were yours.
Oh, okay.
That's everybody else.
I said my wife's a true saint because she puts up with crazy over here.
Sure, but she owes us. That's what you also said.
Okay.
You followed it up with that.
Okay.
I thought that was weird, but who am I to argue with you?
Don't argue with crazy.
No.
You can't, really.
You talking about your wife?
No, me.
Oh, okay, yes.
Again, my wife's a saint. I'm the crazy one.
Well, that's what exactly. That's why I was shocked you would say that about her.
I wouldn't.
And yet here we are.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
Is this because I took away the segment again from you?
This is why you throw it out there, and then you just... It would be one thing if you just led with it, right? Like, you have all the opportunity in the world to just lead with it, and yet you're like, Russ, what do you have? And I'm like, oh, I have some stuff because I came prepared.
Yeah.
Brent never prepares. And you're like, well, here's the thing. I'm going to take it.
It's because I'm prepared.
And it's literally right after you give it to me. You hand it off.
It's because...
You've never done that to John.
Actually, I think I have.
I don't think so.
Well, it's because he's not here much, so I know the fact. I know it's like...
All right, that's a fair point. I can't
John,
argue with that.
Take this. Let's go. I want you to talk. You talk all the time. Everybody knows what your voice sounds like. No one knows what John... No one's... Even when he's here and he's
nobody
talking.
Actually knows he exists.
Yeah. Have you ever seen John and us in the same spot? No.
Oh, I've asked that question before. We had that poll question, actually, if we've ever seen John and Brent together at the same time. And it was a no. Oh, it's actually, there were 2 polls that we had closed that we never actually went over the results of.
Oh, so now you're going to take it away from me. Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
absolutely.
Oh, like I'm done.
How does it feel, Brent?
It feels delightful.
Oh,
It's like getting a root canal.
Oh, good. That's what we were going for.
No, I absolutely loved my root canal.
Did you really?
Oh my gosh, yes. We spoke about this. I absolutely loved my root canal.
Yeah, but I don't listen to you when you talk,
Yeah,
so
I know,
there's that
but
problem.
I'm just saying. Oh.
I have to find where these poles are, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't want to get too specific, but the guy that did my root canal said, oh, yeah, when we cut open your tooth, pus flew out. And I was like, first of all, gross. You're supposed to be taking care of my tooth, not the pimple. Okay?
Gross. That's actually gross.
But yeah, no.
Were you going to Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah, don't
or something?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a whole thing. It was an all-day process. But yeah, I absolutely love the fact that I got the root canal. Because remember,
there's poles. There's a whole tab for it.
Oh, but don't you remember I told you that the pain got so bad I was going to rip my tooth out with pliers? I actually asked my wife to get the pliers.
Yes.
She goes, it's not that bad. Go get the pliers.
Get the pliers.
See, I'm crazy.
You are crazy.
I'm willing to rip my tooth out just to relieve the pain.
Okay, so 2 polls.
Okay.
We had the poll on the episode Toilet Humor.
The one I wasn't here for.
Yes. So it was a good one. We asked, is it socially acceptable for men to skip washing their hands after using the urinal?
Okay.
The overwhelming consensus was no, men are pigs.
Oh, wow.
The only other option were yes, men are pigs.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So
either way, men are
pigs. Absolutely, they are. Rightfully so. And then the second one was on Flaming Brentzilla. The episode Flaming Brentzilla. Where we asked...
Did I agree to that title?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay.
That's why we put it.
Yeah.
We put, would you go to South Korea for a husband or wife for $38,000?
Yeah.
The answer was...
No, it's not $38,000. It's $38,000...
No, I thought it was dollars.
I thought...
Did we ever solve that?
Oh, I don't know.
Irrelevant.
Okay.
It's irrelevant to the poll.
Okay.
Because 100% answered, I'm out.
Oh.
They had the option, count me in or I'm out, and our audience was not having it.
No.
So the wives in our audience, or the husbands,
okay,
that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. No, but what about all the single people? All the single ladies?
No, they wouldn't do it.
No,
they wouldn't go, apparently. They're like, I can do better. They probably make more already.
They're like, it's not me, it's you.
They're probably also like, I'm single. I have a lot of money.
Yeah. Why would I need another $38,000?
I don't want to spend that on children.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do such a thing?
Exactly. So they're probably living their best life.
Yeah.
Already.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. That's completely. I knew that we had. I thought we put out another poll recently.
No, that was the only
it?
two.
Okay.
The other thing we talked about that a listener responded to. This is a listener episode, folks. We had a listener chime in with a voice message. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Do you want to play it?
No, we won't play it.
Okay.
Because it's a long one. It covers multiple topics.
Okay.
They said some things that I can't necessarily get behind, like how they thought Brent was right about professional eaters being athletes. And I'm actually on that side too, but just because I can't admit that Brent's right, I refuse to acknowledge it. But they also called up, they went controversial on us. This listener did. She went controversial where she said she questioned golf.
Oof.
Which you took a little bit of offense to.
I don't know if it was offense. I take, like, okay, so I'm pretty sure she was very specific with golf in the professional sense of, like,
true, because you go through, you hit the ball,
play the Masters,
you win a little green jacket.
You're playing the Masters, where you get the little green jacket.
You know what they should have done? Just to interject here,
Yeah.
they should have gotten Mary Kay to sponsor them. They had pink jackets.
There you go. Who wouldn't want to play for a pink jacket?
That's in a bag of makeup.
There you go. Can I get a pink Cadillac instead?
No, you have to sell the makeup to actually.
Tiger Woods is like, I'll just get my own. Don't worry about it.
I own a dealership
or two. So with when you're in the PGA, you don't ride around in golf carts. You walk.
Isn't it? It's not PGA anymore, though, is it?
No, there's PGA, and then there's like the IFA or
is it the
SUA?
Did the Afghans purchase it?
I think it's Saudis.
Oh, the Saudis. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think is Saudi Arabia did like that Saudi Arabia International Golf Association or something, where they're like pulling the professionals out of the PGA with more money because
it's Live Golf. Oh, that's what it is.
Is it Live or Live?
LIV. Oh, okay. I think they just pronounce. I don't. What? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Anyway, yeah. So like the Middle Eastern.
Nobody knows what it stands for. Apparently.
Yikes! That's scary.
Oh, the Live refers to the Roman numeral for 54, the number of holes played at Live events.
Okay. Wow, 54 holes. That's like
that's 18, a lot of holes.
18, like, well, you're gonna pay me to play 54? Okay,
I lose interest after 9, essentially. Like to have
and that's 54, golf.
Yeah, that's putt. To have 18, let alone 54, I'm like, is the green jacket worth it?
Well,
the millions of dollars, that's kind of worth it. I would probably do it for that.
So, like the PGA, and I'm sure Live or Live or LIV, those guys walk the course. There is no golf cart,
which is so weird.
Yeah,
like you're making that much. Get a golf cart.
Well, the golf carts tear up the fairways and everything like. So they just walk.
I'm not gonna make the joke. Never mind.
I don't know where you're going, but
no, it's all right.
As soon as you said it, I would be like, "Yep, that's where I was gonna go."
To edit the joke.
but so they walk. So they probably walk a good 2-3 miles for a game during their game.
Yeah, but that's like I could walk.
Well, let's not get carried
2
away.
Miles, maybe I could get close. I could be close. To
I would be
2 miles.
I would definitely have an emergency cart with an AED.
But
close.
I'm sure they have that too.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
But their emergency guys walk.
Well,
I wouldn't be walking. I would just be behind you in a cart with an AED.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah,
clear.
Like if
I just ran over him with the cart. Shoot.
I told him to clear. He was in the golf cart path. I said clear.
You shouldn't have a coronary there.
Yeah. What are you doing? Opportunity, bro. Pick a better one.
Yeah, exactly. You got to watch where you have those heart attacks.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like these guys walk, and then I'm pretty sure our listener said something about you have to gauge the wind and everything like that.
Yeah, you put your finger up.
Yeah. You just put your finger in your mouth and you stick it up. You're like, oh, the wind's going that way. It takes a little. I mean, strategy.
That is what it is. I mean, it takes strategy.
Yeah.
Oh, the wind is coming from the northeast. How do you even know? You can't figure it out by sticking your finger up in the air.
You really can't.
That's not a thing.
They have devices now that their caddies have, and it's like GPS is the whole. I have friends that aren't anywhere close to being professionals that have apps on their phone.
Yeah.
That you can plug in the course that you're at. It will give you the GPS of the course, where you're at on the course.
What?
The club to use, the wind, everything. And I'm like, dude.
Technology's getting rid of the caddy.
Yeah, what?
That's ridiculous.
How are we going to have a Caddyshack 3?
Come on. We won't.
No,
because it's going to be artificial intelligence.
Yeah. I hope they don't let Jews in.
Oh, Jew alert. Beep, boop, beep.
But that's the thing is like.
You need your 9-iron. Whoops. I mean, your pitching wedge.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't get the update version of this app. So it's got some glitches.
And it's brought to you by Apple.
Ooh, yeah. Well, they're spot on. Let's be real about that. They would be on it. At least you wouldn't be dealing with viruses. Because because they got their
Still
house.
do, just usually worse than if you get them elsewhere. But that's neither here nor there.
No biases here. But yeah, I think golf is at the professional level is definitely a sport. No,
That's what our listener says.
yes. I know that guys and gals play it for recreational, but you can also
Do women play it?
Oh yeah,
Well, I mean, like the LPGA,
right.
which is
Ladies professional.
oh, ladies. I thought it. Okay, that was not what I thought the L stood for.
Oh, my.
My apologies.
Losers but you can like are tennis players professional athletes?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Anybody, I can get out there and play tennis.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Any sport. I think that's the standard I use. Is if I can get out there and do it, it's not a sport. It's not a real sport.
it shouldn't be.
Tennis is one of those things I can actually get out there. Yeah, it's a little. You gotta. Yeah, I don't quite make the sounds that they do when I hit the ball. Mine is more like, hey, my heart.
It's more of you getting hit by the ball.
Yeah, than me getting hit by the ball.
No,
but
what? No, I thought what? Didn't you say you don't make quite the sounds?
no, because they make weird noises in tennis.
Oh, I know. It's like,
I
what am I
remember
watching here?
My wife and I were watching it during the Olympics, and you could hear one of the people. Like you could hear
Oh,
them.
yeah.
And it was a far back camera, and you're like, it was just one of them, and you're like, you're just doing this for show. This is part of your shtick.
You're like, I don't know, but are you kind of turned on right now, or am I? Is it just me? Can we? Let's watch something else. I don't. Can we watch a different sport? Let's go with swimming or something that's a little less graphic.
We speaking of golf, thought I should shift gears here quick to get us out of whatever that was.
Sorry, I was just serving it back to Russ.
Thank you. Thanks. I had a friend, and I would.
That's okay.
Well, it was an acquaintance.
Loosely.
It was a person I was affiliated with. The last day of the season for this one golf club, we would usually go to. And first off, there's nobody there, and it's like dirt cheap for a usually quite expensive place. Yeah. But it's beautiful because it was in the fall, and you're up on these hills, and so you see just rolling hills of trees turning colors. And we would just golf, and it was nice. It was relaxing.
It's a weird date, but okay.
And I could do it. So, like, obviously, golf isn't a sport. I think that settles it right there.
So you measure it by what you can do.
Yeah, if I can do it, it's not a sport.
Not a sport.
Ping pong, not a sport. Break dancing, not a sport.
Fair enough. I've seen you cut a rug.
Yeah, you know it.
And then and then badminton?
I'm not actually sure what that is.
Badminton?
Is that with the shuttlecock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Yep, so that's not a sport.
All right.
Is that considered
Yes.
a sport?
Oh,
really?
yes. Oh, yeah.
Is that in the Olympics?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Why is breakdancing in the Olympics?
Well, it's not anymore. They did that once, and they were like,
our bad.
So we've made some mistakes.
But wouldn't esports also then not be a professional sport?
It depends.
Uh-huh.
I will defend esports.
But you can play a video game, right?
It's the exception that proves the rule. There's always got to be one exception that proves the rule.
That's not how that saying goes.
I think that is. I think that's what that means.
I still think that golf is a sport.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
Well,
You're a big Saudi fan. That's what I'm taking away.
that's what
from
you
it.
heard? That's what you heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy, friend. That's why you always do that.
Not the not the decades of the PGA, and then Saudi comes in last year and is like, we're gonna buy up all the professionals. I think
Actually, maybe that's an indicator that they are a sport because there's a bunch of people willing to sell out. So I guess that would make them an actual sport.
Whoa. There you go. But yeah, I think do I think that they need to be paid the way that they're paid? Absolutely not. Because I don't
Really?
think, I don't think it's
If you're going to do that, I mean, you might as well get paid for it. I want to make that much for this podcast.
Yeah, well,
This
actually takes talent.
Can the Saudis buy us out?
I don't know.
No.
They can't do that.
Shoot.
I mean, they could try.
Well, they got the money. The money's there.
They absolutely
the
do.
Oil.
But see, the thing is, okay, so the thing is, though, is to get, like, I think Tiger Woods was, like, one of the first, I think he was one of the first, if not the first, one of the first professional athletes to reach $1 billion. He plays golf. Don't need to get paid that much.
He's so big that he had an affair on his wife, as
And
we all
still-
know.
yeah. And still gets paid.
Is that kind of the peak of being an athlete?
Just, I don't
Is that
know.
what Kobe did, too?
Oh, oof.
Is that
Wow.
That's still too tender on that one?
A little bit. bit. R.I.P. Do they? Yeah, they don't need to get paid. I don't think they need to get paid. I don't think there's that much money. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But like, if you're gonna argue that tennis is a sport, then golf is a sport.
I've never argued tennis as a sport.
Not you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know.
Not you
Oh,
specifically.
gotcha.
I'm just saying, if somebody's going to be like, oh, tennis is a sport, you have to run back and forth. Okay. I've seen 70-year-olds out on the tennis court playing tennis.
But I think there's something
Pickleball.
we all can agree on is that soccer is definitely not a sport.
Oof. And there goes our European listeners and Canadian.
Am I right?
And
I right,
Latin
Brent?
America and Asian.
Brent, am I right?
I'm not going to answer that. Somebody's going to listen.
Howard, you are not even menacing.
I'm gonna stay here for the people.
Okay, you're gonna play that one. Are you running for public office?
Soccer's not a sport. Oh, look at me. I
somebody
have,
walked past me. My shin hurts.
yeah. Oh my goodness. The flops in soccer. It's like, I'm sorry, football to the rest of the world.
They weren't outraged until you translated it for them.
Yeah.
Oh, how could they say that?
They're like, what is soccer? What is this?
Just soccer?
Football. Football.
Oh, how could they say that's not a sport?
West Ham.
Yeah, what's that? That's a food. It's not a soccer club.
But yeah, somebody on my adult hockey league was arguing that soccer is really active. And I'm like, it's a pretty big field. You have 11 players out there. You don't have to run all the time. In fact, if you don't have the ball, you're most likely not running. You're just going to give it to Ronaldo or Messi, and they're just going to take it all the way.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
You just have that one guy on the team that goes all the way. You just get him the ball all the way. Or her all the way. No one else runs.
Yep.
So there's one athlete on the team.
Well, that's kind of one of the things
It's
of
the ball
soccer says
boy.
one. Every team has one athlete, and you have to kind of guess who that is.
Oh, they're running.
Wait a second. Okay, some of them are. Oh, he's got the ball. That's the athlete. We got him. That's the athlete.
And then he kicks it. You're like, that's not him. That's not him.
No, wait, he passed it to somebody. No, never mind. Who did he pass it to? That's the athlete. That's the.
Everybody's like, yeah, but they come off all sweaty. Yeah, well, because they've been walking for a while. Like golfers, they walk a lot.
I mean, what are you gonna say? What, standing up now is a sport because I'm sweaty after I do that?
I mean, I'm sweating now.
If you're sitting,
yeah,
you're just sitting
I'm
talking.
Yeah,
is this a sport?
It is.
It is.
It's fun to go back and forth. I was gonna try to use fencing language, but I forgot.
Some witty repartee.
Yeah, well, the thrust.
What do they call that? That's
and the
for crying out loud.
and the return, and I forgot that. The Pierre. See, this is what happens when you do the show on the fly without a script, and you're just witty all the time.
On guard.
Well, there's on guard, but that's
is-
getting ready for the fight.
So I have fencing terms here. So let's
Okay.
go over some fencing terms a minute.
It's because our listeners want to know this.
Advance.
Okay.
Which is obvious.
Sure.
Attack.
Wait, what?
Attack.
Wait,
like
what's
attack.
okay? Advance and attack.
Beat.
Well, of course.
We all do that. Lunge.
Sure.
Balestra.
Not sure.
On guard.
Okay.
Feint.
Oh, that's what I would do.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, he's coming at me with a sharp pokey thing. Yeah, I'm gonna
parry.
Parry. That's what it is. Parry. What's the other?
AIDS.
No, AIDS.
That's also
AIDS.
the
I don't
last
have
three
it.
figures of the sword hand. AIDS. That's not sure. That seems.
I don't think.
Riposte.
No.
Flunge.
No. What? No.
That's pissed.
If I lose, yes.
Might not be. You pronounce that. Bout.
No, it's Perry and
It's
like
Ole.
Ole. Yeah.
Ale.
Oh, Ale.
Yeah, that's isn't
Yeah.
bullfighting.
Yeah.
I
know Perry and then something else.
On guard.
Might be on
we go
guard.
with that?
It might be on guard. Because like when you parry, I think you have to be on guard.
I think like deflect or something.
Maybe something like that. Yeah. I hope somebody from France emails us and goes, "You guys are stupid. It's this." Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
You go AIDS.
Yeah. I do.
AIDS.
How do you know? What happened to the HIPAA law? Jeez. I don't know. That's just me, though. Of course, then you would have to argue, is fencing even a sport? Because what do you really do? You just try to whack each other with a stick.
That's the age-old art of sword fighting.
I don't think it's age-old. I've
would learn
seen
how to fence.
7-year-olds smack each other with some sticks.
Yeah, but they don't do it classy like.
Oh, I mean, yeah, when they're out there in their Spider-Man shirts and their Nike shoes. I know it's not that classy, but I hear, "I'm coming at you," and the other one goes, "Bring it." So I'm pretty sure that's on guard and advance.
Okay, that's fair. Also, it's probably something I could do. So
That's true.
it doesn't have a lot of movement, right?
You would
just
faint.
Well, I would absolutely. That's my go-to move. And he's fainted again. The match is over. It's a draw.
AIDS.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. I'm just saying. You know what, listeners? You need to email. Maybe tell us what you think is definitely not a sport. If you think Russ could do it, how about that? I want to hear.
Let's just hear what people think I could or could not do. Okay, I like this. That's like where this is going.
I really want to voice message or email us menacingpodcast
I
at
feel like
gmail.com.
this is going to be a real self-esteem killer.
I really hope somebody. I hope more than 2 people voice their opinion.
Did we say he could do professional eating?
Yes. Oh, he could definitely professionally.
That's like the 5th call we had about professional eating and me.
Or write your answer on Facebook, Menacing Podcast, or on X at Menacing Podcast. Either way, we want to know what sport you think Russ could do, which then should be taken out of the Olympics.